blowout. Luckily, it only counts for one. Here's this nugget. Golden State won 13 straight best-of-7 series after winning Game 1. So it's an important nugget. Fourth longest NBA streak. Second longest active behind the Lakers, who are not in the postseason this year. Warriors are 19-1 in series when taking the opening contest. The one loss, that 3-1 special in 2016 in the finals. So Dallas, a lot of numbers working against them, as well as Clay and Steph and Draymond Green. Let's bring in Tim Legler, who takes copious notes while watching basketball games. He's really an advanced scout, just disguised as a TV personality. Tim, it seemed to me three-point shooting wasn't great. Like, there's a place in the game for two-point shots. The offense was really nice from Golden State, even if it wasn't this where-you-out with the three ball we're used to seeing.
Yeah, it was. And look, we'll get to Luka in a minute because that's a whole nother issue. But I actually think Golden State is going to win this series on the other end of the floor because they're so hard to guard. But I think Dallas contributed to it in the first half because they gave them some opportunities to get freebies. And you cannot give those to Golden State, whether it's after a turnover or after score situations. I mean, this is after two made free throws. And you got Jordan Poole going coast to coast all the way to the rim for basically an uncontested layup. Here again, Brunson with the miss. And now here comes Golden State on the run out. Nobody gets back. Don't stop ball. You get all the way to the rim if you're Steph Curry. Can't allow it. One more opportunity here. That's a bad gamble by Luka Doncic. You put your team in a tough spot, and now you're chasing the basketball. And against this team, you rarely catch up to it, John. And I just thought early in the game, Dallas State contributed basketball. And they didn't play well in the first half. But if you go into the locker room, probably in a tie game, if you don't allow some of the easy stuff that you gave Golden State, you have to make them work every trip. But ultimately, they've got a lot of shot makers, a lot of weapons, a lot of multi-dimensional offensive players. So you can't contribute to your own demise by not getting back in transition or by taking bad risks defensively to put your team in a bad position.
Talked about that basketball moving. The players move too, and you like to watch Klay Thompson when he puts up numbers and never dribbles, right? This is the guy we're used to seeing pre-injury, at least tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And in addition to the easy stuff you can't allow, you also have to deal with their movement. And Klay Thompson, he was really non-existent in the first half, just didn't get it going, didn't get opportunities. But, man, did he get going in the third. And here's how. You get a miscommunication on that guard split. Klay Thompson with a dive to the rim. Nice find by Looney. Here he is again, seeing him off an early pin down. This is off a one-pass offense. He comes out, gets a clean look one more time, runs all the way from the left block to the right wing and ends up on the right block for a short pull-up jumper. And then here again, you're trying to play on the high side. Great back cut. So even though he didn't get it going in the first half, Golden State's up 9. What happens in the third quarter? Well, the one guy that didn't really get going basically kills you in the first 6 minutes of the third quarter to put this game out of reach for the most part. And again, John, this is why I think Golden State is a completely different animal to guard than Phoenix was even in the last round for Dallas. Dallas has been a very good defensive team for a couple of months. This requires incredible amount of communication to guard this team because of the number of guys that can beat you and the way that they move bodies around, and they always seem to find the guy when it's his turn.
Yeah, that was rude welcoming them to the Western Conference Finals. By the way, you showed 4 Klay buckets. He dribbled 3 times. Now let's get to Luka because they contained him. 20 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. It's great for a lot of guys. Not that dude.
This is the worst he's looked in the postseason by far. He looked slow tonight. I didn't think he was aggressive enough. He looked indecisive. And Golden State pulled off the one thing Phoenix could not. Golden State managed to put enough bodies in front of Luka to provide help on his penetration and force turnovers without getting gutted at the three-point line, because that's where Phoenix seemed to give Luka the best of both worlds. They either played him straight up and he destroyed them in single coverage, or when they decided to roll an extra guy to him, he managed to pick them apart because Phoenix wasn't quick enough to the three-point line to close out. Golden State was flying around the court tonight defensively. They play small lineups. They have 5 guys that can chase you out there, and I thought they did a really nice job putting somebody in his lap and also being able to recover out on those kickouts. Let's see what Dallas is going to do to adjust. They're going to be much better than they were tonight offensively. I think the problems defensively will be there the entire series.
All right, Tim, thanks. We've seen you last